Right, onto this now. So the EFF today applied to the Western Cape High Court to join the DA's legal bid to have the adoption of the budget declared unlawful. It believes the passing of the fiscal framework was unconstitutional. Well, the EFF is applying as an intervening party. It believes the Standing Committee of Finance failed to follow the law in relation to Money Bills Amendment Procedure and Related Matters Act. A committee chairperson, Joe Masangwanyi, maintains that all due diligence did take place. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, meanwhile, says negotiators will spend 5 days holding talks with parties inside and outside the Government of National Unity to find a solution to the budget dispute. The National Working Committee made a resolution after a meeting yesterday. Newzroom Afrika Ziyanda Ngcobo has more.
You ask, what are we going to do with the DA? This question is unfair to the ANC.
5 days is what the ANC is giving its team of negotiators to hit the reset button with its current partners in the Government of National Unity and parties outside of the GNU to break the deadlock over the 2025-26 fiscal framework. Secretary General Fikile Mbalula says there was no position taken by the National Working Committee on the participation of specific parties in the coalition.
The Working Committee resolved that we will reset the button to engage with all political parties in the GNU, as well as those who are not in the GNU, to address the impasse with regard to the budget. We intend to do that within a period of 5 days to conclude the period of negotiations on the budget.
Mbalula denies that there are any conditions like the withdrawal of litigation against the VAT Increase and Expropriation Act that will be set down for GNU partners like the DA who openly voted against the fiscal framework. There is a strong voice within the ANC that believes the Democratic Alliance should be punished for their conduct by having their ministerial posts in the government reduced. But Mbalula says they've not heard anything about a cabinet reshuffle from President Cyril Ramaphosa.
It's the prerogative of the president to dismiss people. That's what we want. Of course, you've got the right to do that. If I'm president and I've got ministers who are a law unto themselves on the basis of a political party affiliation, I've got to make up my mind as the CEO about how do I address this kindergarten in my cabinet. And that's what the president will apply his mind on.
DA leader John Steenhuisen maintains that the ANC still refuses to accept that it's no longer hegemony, and this is evident in how they approach negotiations.
We cannot stay in a GNU where there's not genuine power sharing. We can't be in the relationship on our knees continually. We've got to be able to have a full say around the economic direction of the country, and we've got to be part of and responsible for the future performance of the economy.
The other GNU partner that also voted against the budget last week says it would be foolhardy of the ANC to kick anyone out of the political arrangement.
If the ANC wants to form some of very unstable government with a few small parties and have a just majority, it's their choice. If they don't recognize the fact that there's a lot of inroads being made in portfolios such as correctional services, that there's a contribution being made by the Freedom Front Plus and by other GNU partners that's positive and that benefits all the ANC included, then they are short-sighted.
Build One South Africa leader Musi Maimane says they already have a few ideas on where the revenue can be sourced from.
I think that it's very difficult to sustain an argument that says you reject a fiscal framework which gives you the macroeconomic type, take your GNU partner to court and hope that it engenders trust amongst coalition partners.
All political parties are in a race against time to ensure that their recommendations are considered when the National Treasury is expected to return to Parliament with revenue proposals to plug the billions of rand that the VAT hike was meant to fill. But there remains plenty of uncertainty about how viable this is, with the 1st of May looming when the 0.5 percentage point increase is meant to come into effect. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo at Luthuli House in Johannesburg.